Trigonometry. Unit 4. Main trigonometric ratios of some angles. There are two special right triangles. Number 1, the isosceles right triangle, often called a 45 degrees, 90 degrees triangle. The two legs are equal. The acute angles are equal in measure, each equals 45 degrees. Number 2, the 30 degree, 60 degree, 90 degrees triangle. The two legs are not equal. The shorter leg is opposite to 30 degree angle, and the longer leg is opposite the 60 degrees angle. Sides of the isosceles right triangle. If the length of each leg equals 1 unit, applying Pythagorean theorem, the length of the hypotenuse squared equals 1 squared plus 1 squared, then the hypotenuse is square root 2 units long. Sides of 30-60 triangle. If the length of the side opposite to 30 degree equals 1 unit, then the hypotenuse is 2 units long. Applying Pythagorean theorem, the length of third side squared equals 2 squared minus 1 squared, then equals square root 3. Trigonometric functions of angle 45 degrees. Sine 45 equals opposite over hypotenuse equals 1 over square root 2 or square root 2 over 2. Cosine 45 degrees equals adjacent over hypotenuse equals 1 over square root 2 or root 2 over 2. And tan 45 degrees equals opposite over adjacent equals 1 over 1 equals 1. Trigonometric functions of angle 30 degrees. Sine 30 equals opposite over hypotenuse equals 1 over 2. Cosine 30 degrees equals adjacent over hypotenuse equals root 3 over 2. Tan 30 degrees equals opposite over adjacent equals 1 over root 3 or root 3 over 3. Trigonometric functions or ratios of angle 60 degrees. Sine 60 equals opposite over hypotenuse equals root 3 over 2. Cosine 60 degrees equals adjacent over hypotenuse equals 1 over 2. And tan 60 degrees equals opposite over adjacent equals root 3 over 1 equals root 3. Example. Find the value of cosine 60 sine 30 minus sine 60 tan 60 plus cosine squared 30. Solution. Cosine 60 sine 30 minus sine 60 tan 60 plus cosine squared 30 equals half multiply half minus root 3 over 2 multiplied by root 3 plus root 3 over 2 all squared equals negative half. Example, prove that sine squared 30 equals 5 cosine squared 60 minus tan squared 45. Solution. The left hand side, sine squared 30 equals half to the power 2 equals quarter. The right hand side, 5 cosine squared 60 minus tan squared 45 equals 5 multiplied by half squared minus 1 squared equals 1 over 4 or quarter. Then the left hand side equals the right hand side. Another example, find value of x if 4x equals cosine squared 30, tan squared 30, tan squared 45. 4x equals root 3 over 2 all squared multiply by 1 over root 3 all squared multiply by 1 squared. Then 4x equals quarter. Then x equals quarter divided by 4 equals 1 over 16. Finding the measure of the angle if one of its trigonometrical ratios is given. Find A in each of the following, where A is the measure of an acute angle. Number 1, sine A equals 0.8. 2, cosine A equals 0.7152. 3, tan A equals 1.5156. Solution. Use the case of the calculator as the following sequence from left. Number 1, shift sine 0.8 equals degrees. Therefore, A approximately equals 53 degrees, 7 minutes, 48 seconds. Number 2, shift cosine 0.7152 equals degrees. Therefore, A approximately equals 44 degrees, 20 minutes, 25 seconds. 3, shift tan 1.5156 equals degrees. Therefore, A approximately equals 56 degrees, 34 minutes, 59 seconds. ABCD is a rectangle in which AB equals 15 centimeter and AC equals 25 centimeter. Find first measure angle ACB, second the surface area of the rectangle ABCD. This is rectangle ABCD. Solution. First, find the length of segment BC by using Pythagoras theorem in triangle ABC. Because triangle ABC is right angled at B, then BC equals square root 25 power 2 minus 15 power 2 equals 20 centimeter. To find measure of angle ACB, we can find sine ACB. Sine ACB equals opposite over hypotenuse, then equals 15 over 25. To find the measure angle ACB, use calculator, shift sine 15 over 25, press equals and degrees, then measure angle ACB equals 36 degrees, 52 minutes, 11 seconds. The area of rectangle equals length times width, then 20 times 15 equals 300 square centimeter.